In the United States, a presidential election is more than a political event. It's a national spectacle. Americans follow every twist and turn with the passion of sports fans, watching debates, attending rallies, and obsessing over poll numbers. Candidates crisscross the country making promises and shaking hands, while news channels turn politicians into celebrities. This festival of democracy is a public ritual, engaging citizens from dinner tables to office break rooms. The focus is often on the short term, the next 4 years, making politics a constant, vibrant part of American life. Leaders must earn their power by convincing the people, facing tough questions, and defending their records. This creates a sense of transparency and participation, but also means governance is often driven by the need to win the next election. Policies are crafted for immediate appeal, leading to a cycle of promises and political battles. The election becomes a global event, with the world watching and speculating on the outcome. The sheer energy and unpredictability can be bewildering to outsiders. America's system thrives on conflict and debate, where change is constant and predictability is rare. For Americans, this is the familiar rhythm of democracy, messy, exhilarating, and deeply personal. Each election defines the nation's character and sets the stage for its future. While America is swept up in election drama, China operates on a different timeline, one of quiet, deliberate, long-term planning. There are no public debates or televised rallies for top leadership. Instead, the focus is on stability and steady execution of national strategy. China's famous 5-year plans guide everything from industry to technology, providing a consistent framework for development. This system ensures that even as leaders change, the country's direction remains steady. The government is insulated from the pressures of public opinion, allowing for ambitious, large-scale projects. The goal: build a powerful, prosperous nation, with every decision weighed against a long-term vision. For businesses, this predictability is reassuring. For other nations, it can feel unstoppable. China observes global events but rarely deviates from its chosen path. This unwavering focus defines China's governance and its role on the world stage. It is a formidable, predictable player, one that plays the long game. The contrast with America's noisy, cyclical politics could not be starker. In Beijing, American elections are watched with detached analysis and strategic preparation. Chinese leaders focus on one question: how will the outcome affect China's interests? They study candidates' policies but expect US-China rivalry to persist regardless of who wins. The hope for renewed cooperation has faded. The focus is now on managing competition. China's response is to reinforce resilience, double down on self-reliance, and strengthen ties with the global South. The American election is seen as an external variable, not a central event. China's long-term plans remain the priority, ensuring that US politics do not derail its progress. By focusing on its own strategy, China aims to weather any storm from across the Pacific. They are observers of the American drama, but authors of their own destiny. The American system is built on liberty and open debate, its greatest strength and biggest challenge. Citizens can protest, speak freely, and choose their leaders, creating a dynamic marketplace of ideas. But constant campaigning means politicians often chase short-term wins, not long-term solutions. Partisan warfare can stall important legislation, leading to public frustration and gridlock. Frequent power shifts create uncertainty for businesses and allies, making long-term planning difficult. Policy whiplash hampers efforts to tackle complex challenges like climate change. The system allows for rapid course correction and prevents any one leader from holding too much power. But this comes at the cost of efficiency and stability. Americans accept the messiness as the price of liberty. The challenge is harnessing this energy without being consumed by division. It's a trade-off: freedom and accountability versus efficiency and predictability. China's governance prioritizes stability, unity, and long-term planning above all else. The one-party system eliminates partisan gridlock, enabling swift, top-down decision-making. This has fueled China's economic transformation and allowed for massive infrastructure projects. Businesses benefit from policy continuity and predictability. However, this stability comes at the cost of political freedom and open debate. There are no multi-party elections or free press. Dissent is tightly controlled. Citizens cannot openly criticize the government or choose their leaders. The lack of accountability raises concerns about human rights and unchecked power. China's model is a choice order over liberty. Many citizens accept the trade-off for rising living standards and national pride. But the absence of institutional checks risks major policy errors and the sacrifice of individual rights. America and China's political systems shape how they build nations and respond to crises. China's centralized approach enables rapid infrastructure and technological advances, often bypassing local objections. The state can mobilize resources for strategic sectors, aiming for global leadership in technology. America relies on private innovation and market competition, fostering creativity but also chaos. In crises, China's authoritarian system allows swift, decisive action, seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. America's response was fragmented, with debates over individual liberty complicating unified action. China's model delivers impressive results but can suppress rights and cause waste. America's model values freedom and adaptability but struggles with long-term planning. Neither system is perfect, each has strengths and weaknesses. The key difference: collective efficiency versus individual freedom. The clash between America's democracy and China's authoritarianism is shaping the world's future. These nations offer competing visions for how societies should be governed. America's model champions freedom and human rights, but China's stability and growth appeal to many developing nations. This rivalry impacts global business and international relations. America's political unpredictability creates uncertainty for markets and allies. China's long-term planning offers predictability, but with political risks. Many countries try to balance ties with both, but intensifying rivalry forces tough choices. The competition over technology, trade, and norms fragments the global environment. Cooperation on shared challenges becomes harder. Understanding both systems' strengths and weaknesses is crucial. There is no simple answer as to which is better. Each faces internal and external challenges. The future of global order depends on how these two systems evolve, compete, and perhaps coexist.